This is going to be continuing doing our live series, but we're going to transition to on our strong days, transitioning to doing more of that doing the workout. You would just follow along at your own pace. We'll demonstrate all the exercises. We'll do a rep to rep today. So you can follow along with us today, rep to rep, but coming up soon, we're going to be just transitioning to these strong workouts where we demo them, and then you get to go at your own pace. So if you're looking at our videos, look for ones that say full workout, and then there's other ones that are going to say demo. And you'll be able to find both versions and be able to get this thing rocking and rolling. So we'll start it off with our mobility session to get us going this morning. But we're going to start off on the ground with a little half kneeling overhead windmill. So I've got my right leg forward. That means I've got my right leg up in the air. We'll take that left hand, side bend, touch it all the way to the ground. Start to get this hip loosened up. Start to get that shoulder loosened up. Let's go 5 on each side here. Both side bend, overhead windmill. That's 5. Let's switch legs. Got the left leg up. That means left hand's up here. Side bend. Touch my right hand. Loosen up this hip. Start to open up that shoulder. 4. And then number 5. From here, we're in that kneeling position anyway, so we're going to go and do a crossover hip and hammy rock. So instead of being in a line, I'm going to take my back leg, cross it under, and start to drop that hip down and raise those hips up. I'm going to do 5 on each leg here. There's 4, and then here's number 5. Switch it up. One leg forward, the other leg crossed, under, back, behind. Drop that hip, raise up those hammies. Drop that hip, raise up those hammies. 5 of them on this side as well. 4, and then there's number 5. Pump it on up, and let's get moving a little bit here with 3-spot lunge. Front lunge, lateral lunge, drop back lunge. Each one of these lunges, I'm going to take my hands and do something different with it. So I'm going to reach all the way down to the ground on the first series. The second series, I'm going to get a little rotation. And on the third series, I'm going to do an opposite hand reach. So I'm going to do 1, 2, 3. I'm going to do 3 spots. So it's going to be 9 lunges on my right leg, 9 lunges on my left. So here we go. First lunge, right, low reach. Left, low reach. And then I'm going to go sideways with a low reach. Sideways with a low reach. And then drop back, low reach, drop back, low reach. Now twist series. Front lunge, twist. Then we'll do front lunge, the other leg, twist, sideways, twist, sideways, twist, drop back, twist, and drop back, twist. And then the last one, opposite hand down toward my instep. So right leg, left hand goes down. Left leg, right hand goes down. Taking up lateral. One hand goes down, lateral, the other hand goes down. And then the drop back, and then the drop back. And then the last one, let's get a little squat patterning warmed up. Let's get our hamstrings warmed up. Let's go squat. Grab those shoes if you can. Raise those hips up. And then come on up out of that. So we're doing a squat first. We'll turn sideways for you. Squat first. Hands on the ground. Raise those hips up to stretch the hamstrings. Stand on up with it. Let's get one more of those. Squat first. Hands on the ground. Raise those hips up. Now reverse the pattern. Let's do the hip hinge first. Stretch those hamstrings. Drop down into that squat. And then bring your chest up out of that. Let's hit 3 of those. That's 1. Hip hinge first. Drop the hips down. Chest up. Come up out of it. One more. Hip hinge first. Drop the hips. Chest on up out of the squat. There's our warm-up movement prep for the day. We're going to get started with this first set of exercises. So we're going to demonstrate all the exercises, tell you the reps and sets, and then you'll be able to know the workout, do them at your own pace, or follow along with us, depending upon which version, which video you're looking to do. So for this first round of exercises, go grab your dumbbells. We're going to go through the first block, which is going to start off with a dumbbell front squat to press. So both dumbbells are going to be up at your shoulder, being about shoulder width apart. We're getting a good full squat. And as you come up, driving those dumbbells into a big overhead press. So front squat to press is the first exercise. You're going to do 10 repetitions on that front squat to press. From there, put your dumbbells down, and we're going to go into a push-up position. And we're going to do a push-up with a hand exchange. So you're going to have one hand forward. And in between each push-up, you're either walking and changing those hands between each one, or you're trying to jump and exchange those hands with each rep. So every push-up, you're changing your hand position. 10 total push-ups, so 5 at each different hand position. And then the last exercise is a new variation. We're going to do a back lunge, but instead of doing the curl at the top of the lunge, you're going to curl at the bottom of the lunge. So it's back lunge with a curl at the bottom. A little different variation, a little different twist on our lunge and curl series. So front squat to press for 10, push up with hand exchange for 10, back lunge with the curl at the bottom for 5 each leg for a total of 10 there. There's our first block of exercises. Follow along if you want to do rep for reps, and then now's the time to get that first block going. Well, welcome back from the break between block 1 and block 2. Hopefully you had a great workout series there of adding in all those exercises and getting in the reps. For block number 2, we're going to continue on with giving you a great demonstration of the videos and the exercises. And if you want to follow along with us rep for rep, we've got that version, or you can pause and just get the workout going on your own. So for the first exercise, this is a variation that we've done a lot of times with kettlebells. But if you don't have a kettlebell, it can easily be done with a dumbbell or any other kind of weight. It's going to be that hip hinge swing pattern. So with a single dumbbell, you can hold it either by the top of the dumbbell, or a little tougher is to hold it by the handle. But either way, we're looking for that hip back swinging pattern. So you're dropping those hips back and using those hips to create that swinging momentum. It's not an up-down motion. It's a hips back, hips forward. So we're going to go 10 swings. You've got a kettlebell, use a kettlebell. You've got a dumbbell or any kind of weight. Just make sure you have enough room to get some clearance for those swings. So 10 swings. Second exercise we've got is one that if you have a bench, lay down on a bench. If you have something you can support your shoulders that's sturdy, support your shoulders. But if not, laying down on the ground, it's a single dumbbell pullover. So arms straight, reach that dumbbell back, tapping the ground and pulling it right over your chest. If you can't see her hand position, she's got one hand position where she's holding the dumbbell on the inside of the dumbbell with her hands almost in a diamond position, or you can turn it sideways. Find one that gives you the most secure hand position, because you're bringing that dumbbell over your head, your face, and you don't want to lose your grip on it. So 10 dumbbell lying pullovers. Keep that core in tight, get a good full extension, and touch the back. And then the last one, we're going to add in a familiar exercise, dumbbell lateral lunge, and now we're going to curl at the top. So we did back lunges with a curl at the bottom. Now it's that lateral lunge, reach low, drive it up, curl at the top. You can do all one side or alternate. We're doing 5 on each side there. So the big 3 exercises for this block are that single dumbbell swing, 10 swings, dumbbell line pullover, 10 pullovers, and lateral lunge with the curl at the top, 5 on each side for a total of 10. Let's get started here with block number 2. If you want to follow along, let's rep for rep, pause the video, and get this great workout in on your own. Here we go. All right, welcome back. We're ready for block 3. Hopefully you got through that second block. Some great movement patterns there. Lots of full body stuff. You can see we're really getting some great strong work in. Block 3, we're going to demonstrate again the big 3 exercises, show you the key points to each one, give you a great base to start with. And then if you want to follow along with us, we'll get them rep for rep. If you want to pause the video or you want to move on your own, we got that available for you as well. So the first one we're going to do, no dumbbells required, is a little jump patterning. We're going to start with your feet narrow together, and then you're going to jump wide stance, squat, jump narrow stance, squat. So you're between every Jump, you're changing your feet from narrow to wide, to narrow to wide. So it's a narrow jump, wide. Add that squat pattern in there to load up. Narrow, wide, narrow. Get that narrow squat in there. There you go. It's tough. It's tough to remember. So you don't have to be crazy narrow or crazy wide. So whatever your normal squat pattern would be, you can go a little narrower or you go a little wider. Over squat, jump, squat, jump, squat, jump. It's going to be 5 each way, so you're going to end up doing a total of 10 squat jumps. The next one, taking you down into that half kneeling position. You've got 2 dumbbells, keeping that core tight. It's going to be an alternating overhead press. It's going to be 5 each round. For this one, if you're doing 4 sets, I say stick with one leg for the whole set and then switch legs the next set. Or you can switch legs at any time. Which leg is up is not nearly as important as the fact that you just have to keep that core stable in that half kneeling position. 5 each arm for a total of 10 overhead presses. And then the last one, back to those dumbbells, it's that challenging one. Here we're going to add a little push-up row. So we're going to show you 2 variations. Coach is going to do the push-up with a row, and then push up with another row. If you don't want to do the push-ups, you can just hold that push-up position and you can just do the row. So right row and then the other arm row. And maybe add a push-up in between each one of those. Either way, we want you to do 5 rows on the right arm, 5 rows on the left arm for a total of 10 total rows, and you mix in those push-ups however you want to. There's lots of different challenging variations of that one. The key for that one is feet need to be wider in that push-up position, and your hands are going to have to be closer together. If you try to do a normal push-up position, once you pick one dumbbell up to row, you're not going to have that stability. So keep your feet wide, keep your hands narrow, and either do the rows, push-up, or just the rows, or row, then push-up, however you want to mix it up. So those are your different variations. We've got that wide to narrow squat jumps for 10. We've got our half kneeling alternating overhead press, 5 each arm for 10. And then we've got our push up with row, 5 each arm for 10. So pause the video, work through all the sets on your own, follow along with us. We're going to give you 3 rounds more to show you what it's like. And then that'll be our great strong day for getting everything going. So here we go. Let's get ready for block number 3. Work there. So the last exercise we're going to do is we're going to get that little reset. We're going to do that lying figure 4. So this one's going to start off with us on our back. I'm going to take my right leg and cross over my left. And then as I lay back on my back, I'm taking both hands and I'm either trying to lace behind my knee or in front. And I'm just going to pull that knee in toward my chest and then relax. I'll turn sideways so you can see I'm pulling my knee in my chest, my hips are rotating up, getting a good stretch. 1, relax. Big stretch. 2, relax. Big stretch. 3, 4, we got 1 more. And then pull in. 5. Switch legs now, cross the other leg over, grab either behind the knee or in front, whatever's comfortable for you. I'm going to show you behind the knee on this leg. Pull in, then relax. Pull in, we're doing 5. Relax. Pull in 3. Relax. Here's number 4. And then last one, number 5. Relax. So unhook, and then now we're going to go to a little supported hamstring stretch. So I've got my hands behind that knee. I'm relaxing my back. I'm just going to straighten out my leg. Get a little hammy stretch, and then relax. Straighten out that leg. Relax. I'm supporting it with my hands. Straighten out that leg. There's number 3. 2 more. Straighten out that leg. Number 4. Last one. Straighten out that leg. Number 5. So that's a great little hammy and glute series. Let's finish it out with the left leg. Hands behind my left leg. Straighten it out. Relax. 1. Straight. and out. Relax, 2. There's number 3. 2 more. 4. And 5. So there's another great strong series. Follow along rep for rep, doing the workout on your own at your own pace. 2 great opportunities to get better, to get some great work in. We're glad you joined us. This is going to be the format moving forward. It's going to be just demonstrating the exercises, and then you guys kind of doing them at your own pace. So there won't be any more rep for reps coming up soon. We're going to make this a little bit of a slow transition. So thanks for joining us this morning. Have a great workout, and we'll see you next time.